Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's a special stream today. Obviously, today is Eid, ladies and gentlemen. So Eid Mubarak to every single one of you guys in this chat. Just because it's Eid doesn't mean that the content does not stop, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here even during Eid to celebrate, with you guys a little bit of football, and talk about the beautiful sport we love, even on special occasions like today. So big up to all of you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. I don't want to say like and subscribe in Eid, you guys. Come on, this should be typical. Mods keep pushing it. Make sure you guys are sharing the video as well. I want you guys to share the video everywhere. Eid Mubarak to all of you guys. I hope you guys are having an absolutely incredible day. And you guys, as it says on the title, this is not clickbait. This is not like face bait, No, we're not face baiting. Northside is here right now waiting for us in the background. I'm going to ask him about, obviously, Liverpool Football Club. And I'm asking him about Arsenal. I'm going to ask him about City. We're going to having loads of conversations. So stick around, Habibis. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button and subscribing. And joining us on the channel is the Liverpool captain himself on this special occasion. Virgil van Northside is in the building. How are you doing, Northside, brother?
I'm good. Please address me by my real name, Northside LDN.
You,
bro. I'm telling you, I'm not happy, bro. I'm not happy. I can't lie to you. I'm not happy.
Okay. Bro. Not happy what? Like in general or in terms of foot Arsenal, you mean?
With my club. My club is the thing that brings me unhappiness in my life. Everything else is going good. Thanks to God. Praise to God.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm glad.
You know what I mean? It's just my football club, bro. It's just my football club.
You threw me such a curveball that I was like, shit, is everything okay? And then it's like, okay, in terms of football. Okay, fair. In terms of football. Okay, fair enough. Big up to Vin who says Eid Mubarak Husam plus all the Muslims in the chat. Big up to you, my brother Vin. Eid Mubarak to everyone in the chat as well. Big up to Nilat Pal who says North London forever video, please. Eid Mubarak is what Nilat Pal says. Shall I play it? Northside.
It's not my channel, but you can play it. Do what you got to do in it.
Okay, I'm just gonna play it once. I'm not gonna keep playing it, you guys. This is the only time I'm gonna play it. Literally the only time we're gonna play it. After that, خلاص, we move on. We're done. Here, we played it once for you guys. Nilat Pal, obviously, as we all know, Northside cannot stand that song. He cannot stand that song, so he's literally dipped from the channel. I think he's probably watching on YouTube right now going like, okay, let me just come back in when the song is done. That's what he said. So big up to all of you guys. There's 150 people in here already. Please do slap the like button, do subscribe.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's done. It's done. I'll never play it again. Happy now? Not play it again. Not never, like forever, as in like not today.
This guy.
Okay. So anyway, big up by the way to my guy Tyler, who's sharing Northside's channel on the way to 10K. Make sure you are subscribing to Northside's channel, and his channel is also in the title. Because today is Husam X Northside. You get me? So that's what we're doing right here. So anyway, I want to ask you first before we get to Arsenal. I'm gonna leave Arsenal like as the main meal. I'm gonna start with the appetizer. Just tell me your thoughts on Liverpool. Obviously, you did a reaction video to my quote unquote meltdown. Northside, what's funny? If I showed you my DMs, I think you would laugh. Like I think you would actually fully just sit down and laugh. Why? Because my DMs right now, certain people are sending me dissertations. How football YouTube is not for them. Good luck to you, Husam. I will no longer be watching. I can't do this. Football YouTube isn't for me. The other side is going like, Husam, you were right. We are not going to win the league. I can't believe it. And all this stuff. So, obviously, you watched the game. You did the watch along as well. Big up. Tell me your thoughts on Liverpool in general right now.
Same old, same old. Not killing off teams, allowing yourselves to be opened up. And we've been seeing this. I mean, Sheffield United in the opening, 10, 15 minutes, had 2 opportunities to score against you. They just didn't have the quality to put you to the sword. Against Brighton, you got absolutely cooked in the first half. And the same thing when you played Man United. Man United did press you from the start, but you guys didn't put them to the sword. And this is the problem. It's too much reliance on Mo Salah. I think apart from the penalty, he was absolutely trash. I think the fact that there was one through ball where the old Mo Salah would have burnt both defenders. That's not the Mo Salah we currently have. A Mo Salah that's very dangerous in the box, but a Mo Salah that shouldn't be depended on to run through the whole team by himself. He's 32 years old. What happened to Ronaldo when he started hitting early 30s, late 30s? You know what I mean? So not that you have to play him central, but know his strengths and his weaknesses. And it shouldn't be down to him to be, bursting through the whole team. I think Nunes has done what Nunes has been doing, missing chances. He got a little deflection against Sheffield United, and some of your fan base got a little bit excited. But overall, he's too woeful. He misses too many opportunities, that guy. Diaz, very good in everything minus putting in the back of the net. The chances that fell to him,
I told you, remember when we had the Diaz convo? Remember? I told you that's the one problem he has. That's the one thing, Northside. If he could just put the ball in the back of the net, a guy would have like 15 goals already.
That's the thing. If he could finish, boy, he'd be up there. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got all the other attributes. But the thing is, your whole front line relies on Mo Salah, and that's been a fact. And then everybody else, I know you got Jota, but you can't rely on him because of injuries. You got Gakpo. I think he's the worst attacking player that you've got up there with Nunes. I really don't see. I don't really rate him like that. Then you've got the midfield, Slabberslai. I don't understand why this guy keeps getting into your midfield. McAllister has earned the right to be in the midfield. Endo has earned the right to be in the midfield. The only one that is in the midfield, and it's not because of merit and it's not because of how he's performing, is Slabberslai. You get Curtis Jones and Elliott coming on, affecting the team, whether they're coming on as a substitution. Curtis Jones in the previous game coming on in the midfield, calming down the midfield, gaining you lot some control in the midfield. Why doesn't he start? Why doesn't Harvey Elliott start? These are actually players that are impacting your team, that are actually coming off the bench and doing more than Slabberslai, but Slabberslai keeps being the guy that's chosen. Favoritism, once again. Favoritism. It can't be down to form, And then go on.
You're spitting right now. 100% everything you're saying is factual. It's facts. By the way, guys, I just want to say, you know why I like, by the way, guys, I just want to say this. Northside has come on the channel more after Arsenal wins than Arsenal draws or defeats or anything, because this guy actually knows ball. Everything he just said is so factual. It is unbelievable. Like everything he just said is literally so true about my football club. It's just he knows as well. That's what I'm saying, bro. He literally just said everything like completely, because everyone right now was asking for Curtis Jones to start ahead of Szoboszlai. Our forward line is the problem. Remember when me and you have had so many title race conversations? I told you nothing is stopping this forward line from missing chance after chance after chance after chance again. That's the issue. We have a lack of. It's just like we have a lack of killer right now. And I think Mo Salah's kind of he went down to their level a little bit in the United game as well, because if you remember in the first half he played like 2 through balls, like one was like to Diaz, one was like to Nunez, and then after that. F this, bro. Like every time I pass to these guys, put it on a plate, they just mess it up. I'm not defending Salah. I thought he had a poor game. If you ask me, actually, I really only thought two players had a good game. You know who? McAllister and Elliott. That's it. I thought everyone else just didn't have a good game. And you're right about Jota, bro. The guy's injury prone. And that's why in January I wanted a forward.
Even in defense, I don't understand why your fan base, not everybody, I've seen some Liverpool fans, I'm not going to say everybody, I've seen some really criticize Conor Bradley. What do you get with youngsters? Inconsistency. So at the end of the day, the fact that he's been inconsistent is not a shocker. But your other fullback that is experienced, that's been there and done that, was he leading by example? People are telling me that Conor Bradley was poor going forward, which, yeah, his final ball wasn't amazing, yeah, but neither was Robertson. Robertson was struggling to cross it past the first defender. And this is an experienced player, not a player that's still learning on the job. This is a player that's been there and done that with you guys. And this is what he's putting out. So if they want to criticize Conor Bradley, they need to keep the same energy for Robertson, in my opinion. Kwanzaa, listen, I don't understand it. I don't understand why you just don't kick it back to the goalkeeper or kick it out. If in doubt, kick it out if you can't pass it back to the goalkeeper. But he could. And the funny thing is, you're passing to Van Dijk, who was getting pressed. Van Dijk, Robertson's already up the field. He's quite far up. So the angle's already kind of closed by another Man United player. You're passing it to him, but Man United started the game pressing you. If you know they're pressing you, reset the game.
Yes.
Reset the game. I hate when teams do this. Oh, let's just keep holding to possession. If you pass it back to the goalkeeper, you still have possession. It's the same difference. Just pass it to the goalkeeper. And he will kick it out, or he'll stop play and let everybody settle, or let everybody get back into the defense. Do you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden nullifies the whole attack. There was no need to pass it to Van Dijk, and I don't blame Van Dijk. At the end of the day, Kwanzaa shouldn't have put him in that situation in the first place. Man United had 3 runners. Yeah, Garnacho was running, Rashford was running, even Rasmus Højlund was running. They had 3 runners, and you're giving it to Van Dijk in that kind of position. Sorry, man, that's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke decision, and a decision that didn't need to be made. Kick it up the field. Do something, bro. At least that gives the players time to get back into position. There was no need for that. And then not closing down Kobbie Mainoo. Listen, I didn't expect Kobbie Mainoo to smash it from there. But you have to close your man down. For everyone door watching and no one closes him down, that's pathetic defending. Pathetic. There was all your defense was back. Everybody was behind the ball and nobody pressed it. Joke. But this is what happens. You don't take your chances. This is what happens. This is what happens. And we saw it with Arsenal against Bayern Munich. You don't take your chances. Teams grow in confidence, and a lot of times they will score. This isn't Brighton. This isn't Sheffield United. Man United aren't that great, and I get that people don't rate them. I don't rate them. One thing Man United they have got players that can score goals. You give them half a chance, and they can score goals. Yes, and this is it. It's crazy, bro.
So you know, I don't want to lurk on Liverpool too long, because obviously I think we play Atalanta tomorrow in the Europa League. So obviously it's a bit more later on, like from the Champions League competition, which does miss Liverpool. I can't lie to you. You know, Man United did embarrass us in the Champions League. Big up to LB for the raid. Big up to all the guys who are joining us from the LB stream. Shout out to you, LB. Big up. You know, YouTube's best left back. By the way, guys, I'm not even trolling. He actually fully plays left back. How's your name, LB, and you play left back? That's taking the piss right there. So there's the club I want to ask you about, which is obviously the second club that we always discuss. By the way, guys, Northside spitting on Liverpool. Let's just say it as all the Liverpool fans in the chat is like, he knows us so well. Yes, he does. Yes, he does know us so well, because everything he's saying is just so true. I'm so glad finally a rival fan actually said something about Andy Robertson. Finally, because every time people, you know, when I have the Liverpool conversation, it's always like, Trent can't defend. This guy is this. That guy is that. Kwanzaa made this mistake. No one looks at Robertson. No one ever looks at Robertson. You know, and if you want to just summarize, you know, the reactions of the people, it's just first man. That's all that happens. So, yeah. Okay, so speaking of LB, Manchester City, the big blue shark, you know, the one club, me and you both need them to drop points. Me and you both need to get dunked on, you know. Talk to me about Manchester City. Obviously, absolutely smashed Crystal Palace and got an away draw at the Bernabeu. Obviously, I know you didn't watch the Champions League game, but just kind of what is this just Manchester City's bread and butter at this point? Like, you know, the months of March, the month of April, you know, the month of May. This is just what they're built for, type thing.
Bro, that was crazy. Like that game, the quality of goals for rival fans, like you know what I mean? It's a beautiful. Like, I only watched the highlights. It was beautiful, man. The quality of goals. Oh my days. It was crazy, bro. But Rodrigo putting it through the legs of Akanji and your goalkeeper, that's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. And the thing is, a lot of City fans say that, you know, Akanji's a lot better playing as a fullback. You know, he can do a job. That's disgraceful, bro. That is disgraceful. He had all the time in the world. Rodrigo even slowed the ball down. He slowed it down and he still placed it through your legs. That's embarrassing. The defender and the goalkeeper got to sit down. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was an absolute rocket from Valverde. Camavinga as well, they didn't close that. I think the level of defending from Man City was poor. You know, allowing, I think it was Camavinga, wasn't it, with a deflected goal?
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. That was the only
Deflected goal.
deflected goal in the game. Yeah.
Who's closing him down? Who's closing him down?
I
You're just
actually think
allowing
that's
them to
his
get
only
shots.
weakness. I don't know if you agree. Their defense.
Their
Do you
defense,
agree
bro.
that's
You know
actually
what?
their
Yeah,
only
big
weakness?
up to you and Mo, because you two were the first ones that I saw online continuously saying this about Man City from early. They're looking shaky defensively. They're not looking great. Their football's not looking great. You guys said it, and I was a bit hesitant because I wasn't watching their matches as probably as much as you guys were. But you know what? You guys got it right. Their defense is letting them down, completely letting them down. You know, I know Vardio scored a goal, and Foden's goal was disgusting, bro. The way he slapped that Bernardo as well for that free kick. Listen, the quality of goals was there. The quality of defending was poor
From both teams as well.
So yeah, I don't know if you saw more of the game than I did, but I just felt like, bro, come on, Rodri, you've got to be present, bro. You got to be present. Valverde smashing it from what outside the box. You got to be close. That's your job. You know, Akanji, you got to close that. You got to close down Rodrigo. Do you know what I mean? Rodri, you have to be closing down Camavinga. You can't be letting him get shots off like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It kind of reminded me of when Arsenal got the deflected goal from Martinelli, where we counter-attacked them. No one closed him down. He shoots, deflects, and goes back in the goal. But I think as a unit, they've been poor this season. But yeah, I'm sure you saw more of the game. You know more.
You know, with the Manchester City game, it's just genuinely there's only one weakness for City right now, Northside, and it's genuinely just defensively. Other than that, they have killers. I actually, I have an unpopular opinion that I did not think I would say this pre-season, but I feel like Manchester City have more killers than even my club and your club. I can't believe I'm saying this because when you think of Grealish, you think of pass. When you think of Doku, you think of dribble. But it's actually the others that are contributing. That the likes of Foden, the likes of Bernardo Silva, people are contributing out of the blue. And this is the thing now that's surprising and that's shocking because it's other people. Yesterday, I thought Gvardiol's goal was absolutely incredible. For me, Gvardiol's goal is the best goal because he's a centre back playing left back and finishing it on his right foot. Don't get me wrong, the Foden finish was unbelievable, but the Gvardiol goal, Lord have mercy, was absolutely incredible. The Gvardiol goal for
he
me.
Slapped that, man.
He slapped it. And obviously, listen, guys, let's not waffle in the chat, guys. At the end of the day, going to the Bernabeu and getting a draw is a good result. There are stadiums in world football, you go away, you get a draw, good result. Simple as. At the end of the day, did Manchester City get a good result at the Bernabeu? Yes, they did. It's as simple as that. This is just the reality. And for me, I just look at the way that Manchester City defend, and I consider that their only current weakness. Other than that, I just don't see any weaknesses in them. The Valverde goal is incredible. For me, the two best players on the pitch, I don't know if City fans will actually agree, because sometimes life is more than G. By the way, I agree with you on Rodri as well. That's a great spot because he actually had his worst game. There's two players for me. Vinicius Jr. for Real Madrid. I told people Vinicius is Real Madrid's best player. He assisted two goals. The pass to Rodrigo was incredible, just on a plate. And then the cross.
Scored. Did you see that shot over the post? I was like, ooh.
And by the way, the Valverde goal, he crossed it with his weak foot as well. Let's get that in. With his weak foot, just pinpoint accuracy cross. As much as we would give credit to Valverde for the finish, it was incredible, Vinicius. And for me, I actually thought Bernardo Silva was City's best player. I don't know if City fans agree, but that guy cooked yesterday. I thought if you tell me like best player on each side, I'd say, listen, forget the GA, forget who scored the goals. I'd say Bernardo, and I would actually say and I'd actually say, what's his name? And I'd actually say Vinicius for Real Madrid. Those are the two best players. But this result is really good for Manchester City. I don't know what the news is on the Foden injury because they haven't released any form of information yet. But let me just ask you one question about City before we move on, obviously, to the main meal, Arsenal.
Look how much you're smiling.
Hey. Actually, I have an unpopular opinion because I'm more in agreement with you than you think, because I said you'd slap Bayern, but we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
With City, is this just their time? Is this their this is their time? Khalas, yalla, the time is here. Manchester City are now going to win every single game. And remember last week, LB, that gaslighter. Vin, where are you, Vin? LB, that gaslighter last week. Arsenal are ahead of us by this many goals. Liverpool are ahead of us by this many goals, which essentially means that they are ahead of us by 6 points extra just because of the goals. LB's gaslighting session, he couldn't make it today. Obviously, he did redirect. Big up to him. He couldn't make it today, but next week when he's back, inshallah, I'll talk to him about this gaslighting. My man, since he said that fraudulent statement, scored four versus Villa, 4 versus Crystal Palace, and 3 versus Real Madrid. Is this just their time now, Northside? Should we just expect City to win every single game, basically, to the end of the season?
I do. I expect it. I expect it because that's the standard that they've set. So you set that standard, that's what we expect. We have high expectations as well of Liverpool because of the standards that you set in the last couple of years. So we've seen them do it. So it's hard to bank against them. I think it's a great point you calling out Bernardo, because Bernardo was the reason why they got through against Newcastle. He was the one that scored 2 goals. So I completely agree with you. Foden, somebody put in the chat, Foden overhyped, overloading. I'm sorry. When KDB plays the same position and gets critical goals, people hype him up. Foden deserves the same respect. The guy has come clutch this season. Every time they need goals, he has been one of the main guys that keep on producing. So I completely agree with you. I think Doku on the left wasn't working. Doku on the left was breaking down a lot of their attack. Grealish, if he doesn't score, he'll always give them a free kick, which led to Bernardo Silva's great free kick. I think he absolutely caught the goalkeeper sleeping. The goalkeeper expected him to whip it in for somebody to header it, maybe a Haaland, and he's coming clutch, man. And I think the experience of certain players, this is why having players that have been there, done that, and have that experience are so vital to teams. Because when things start going wrong, which they were starting to go wrong for Man City a couple of weeks ago, these players keep you in the title race. They keep you going. They get you the vital points. And I think you're right in saying that, listen, Haaland is still not sourcing, but they got so many players there that are not shy in big games. They don't hide, they don't fold. KDB can have a stinker of a game and still score. You know what I mean? To get them through. Foden is stepping up. People, listen, I get why people were like, they never really needed to rely on Foden. He's stepping up. Bernardo's sourcing, bro, and showing his experience. Grealish is doing what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Getting them in dangerous positions, dribbling with the ball, always a menace on that left-hand side, and I think that is what was missing, bro. Them to click. The fact that they got KDB back. So if Foden drops a stinker, they got KDB that could produce something. He could either link up, he can have a little instant where he links up with Haaland. I'm expecting them to kick on. Bro. I know the defense is a bit wobbly, but I think they've got enough experience and know-how to get through. I don't know if they win the Champions League, but I still feel like they win the league.
Okay. I hear that. I still think, bro, this people are saying in the chat Jack Grealish was City's best player. I have no problem with that if you say Jack Grealish. Personally, I just thought what Bernardo done was a bit better. Big up to Jack Grealish because I didn't think he had a bad game or anything. Big up to Nil Pal who says, I apologize to Northside for the video. Big up to you, Nil Pal. I hope you got it in. You got me. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as well. So I appreciate you, brother. Big up all the super chatters as well. Big up to my guy Tristan who just sends in an empty super chat. Love Tristan. Thank you so much, Habibi. I appreciate you. Anyway, guys, look, there's almost 500 people in the cut. We are going to get to Arsenal now next. So make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're able to do so. Every single one of you guys, please slap the like button. Please subscribe right here, right now. Special shout out goes out to Tristan, Nilotpal, and Vin for the super chats. Big up all the super chatters. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. 500 people in the building. Guys, let's at least get to 200 likes. This is you watching us. You get me? This is you watching. I'm going to do them all. This is what I'm going to do. This is you watching us. I want you to hit this X button right here. Hit this like button right here. Yes, I like my own videos because if we don't like you, who gonna like you? The recommended video. Animals reunite with their owners after 10 years. You get me? This exposes what I do when I'm bored late at night. Just out here watching National Geographic and shit. Shout out to David Attenborough, I think his name is. I think his name is David. Isn't that the guy that commentates on the... That's the guy.
Yeah, David Attenborough. Yeah, you're right.
David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy's voice at night, low-key, is so soothing. It's like he's telling you a bedtime story. I swear, when you're listening to him...
Where did he?
Bro, no, I swear, just the way he speaks is like, the lions are the star. Like, and then they just play like music, and then the lion is just coming out. It's just so that's what I watch instead of watching anime. I watch lions hunt so I can become a hunter. Anyway, speaking of gazelles and lions and the Kalahari, Arsenal did not hunt yesterday, my brother Northside. Talk to me about Arsenal. Obviously, since we last spoke, obviously you have the win against who did you beat in the league? You had the win against Brighton by 3-0, and then of course you had the draw with Bayern yesterday. Tell me just your general thoughts on to Arsenal before we unpack everything.
Rubbish performance. I don't care. Rubbish performance. For me, I'm sorry. The way the game started, we were in control. Before they even scored their goal, we should have been 2-0 up. And we just started to just give the game away. For me, I'm absolutely fuming, bro, because I'm sorry. Saka did very well to get his goal. I think Rice linked up with him very, very well. Saka took the goal excellently. After the goal, where was that Filho da Puta after? Where was he, bro? Where was he? Because I didn't see him. After the goal, that was it. That's all that he offered. Then Havertz, actually, can't believe it, but I'm praising Havertz. For both goals, Havertz was involved, pressing them, winning the ball back, running around, gets the ball, gives it to Ben White, and you don't score in front of goal. You have to put teams to bed in the Champions League. Eu tô cansado dessa porcaria, bro. Put them to bed, and we didn't. Then we started deciding, doesn't matter. Sane, you want to run through the midfield? No worries, bro. Go through, please. Yeah? Your McDonald's order is done. Please, just go ahead to the next window. Just go ahead and collect your order at the next window. Just run through. Run through. Do you know what I mean? Bro, this is Starbucks drive-through, bro. Your spiced pumpkin latte is done. Your frappe is done. Just please run through the whole team. Don't worry about it, bro, because no one's going to put a foot in. No one's going to put a foot in here. We might as well, both of our centre-backs, them filhos da puta was uma merda yesterday, yeah? We might as well have the Wayne's brothers from White Chicks playing as a centre-backs. Because them two cocoa heads were doing nothing, bro. And Declan Rice, eu tô cansado of that filho da puta. I am done, bro. What kind of... That is the worst performance I've seen from Declan Rice. Worst performance, bro. Worst performance. You can slick your hair back and do all of that. I need you to perform, filho da puta. I don't need you to look like Bobby from Only Wears Essex. Yeah? I don't need you to look like Ryland from X Factor. I need you to perform. And you're not performing. Jorginho's there with that Borat unibrow, doing nothing, not defending, not dictating play. It was a joke, bro. It's a joke. We gifted them every goal. Kivio getting spun. I said play Tomiyasu. No, he wants to go with Kivio and his air balloon head. That filho da puta isn't good enough. But because he does a job. I told man he will get spun. He got absolutely spun. Absolutely spun. Then we've got Jorginho flying all over the place. It's like these guys are going ice skating for the first time. Did you see that goal? Everybody falling over, bro. Everybody. It's more man dropping to the floor than Call of Duty, bro. More man dropping to the floor than Fortnite. Everybody dropping down. Everyone getting shot down. No one can close them down. Sane just running through. It's pathetic, bro. Declan Rice, I get that Gabriel's doing his stupid hospital part. Kick it out. This guy said, you know what, Kwanzaa? Don't worry. Hold my drink, bro. Hold my drink. Oh, you want to cost the goal? Hold my drink, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to kick it out. I'm not going to... The goalkeeper was in a stupid position. Kick it out, bro. Kick it out. But you give a hospital pass. Then everybody dropping down like flies. Not to consider this a merda, pa. What kind of defending is that? They offered us nothing. They were doing nothing. That's why Harry Kane had to drop in deep and dictate play. Because they weren't creating enough. They weren't doing enough. But we just... I don't understand it, bro. Saliba, what is going on? This guy looking like Suge Knight, a 50-year-old death row Suge Knight, bro. Why are you clamping him down? Why? Stupido da merda. Why? In the box. Why, bro? And why did he even get to that position? I told man, Jorginho, bench him for this game. Play Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. Partey can play, he can dictate from deep with the passing to the front three, just like Jorginho, but he won't get cooked defensively. He's defensively better. Oh no, but Jorginho though, he's been on a good run, bro. There's games that certain players need to hold bench. Kivio and Jorginho wasn't the game for them. It wasn't the game for them, bro. It's a joke. Odegaard, once again, bro, this guy is buffering FC, bro. Buffering FC. Every time you're supposed to play the pass, this guy's buffering, bro. Buffering more than my dodgy stream, bro. Nah, but it's a joke, bro. He's been doing this.
Why wasn't he shooting though, Odegaard? That's even worse than not passing. Why is he so allergic to like just taking a shot? That's the thing that I just don't understand. Like he's so allergic. He has the ball in a dangerous position. You know, yesterday I actually put my neck out on the line for Arsenal. By the way, guys, you know, Northside's reaction is 100% correct right now because I said Bayern are gonna get slapped. Thomas Tuchel went out in a press conference and done that something that no other Bayern manager has ever done. Congratulations, Bayer Leverkusen, for winning the league. He gave up publicly. Bayer Leverkusen just beat them to a league title. They've been beaten by plenty of Bundesliga sides this season, or even draws or whatever, even at the Allianz. I said Arsenal. You know what was my prediction? Arsenal 3-1 Bayern. I actually said Arsenal will slap Bayern because Arsenal have been incredible and Bayern have been crap. But this lack of ruthlessness. But what was David Raya doing for that goal? What was David Raya doing for that goal? Do you think this is just Champions League nerves, or do you think this is just like not a thing? Is it okay? Let me ask you the question this way. You know, actually, I don't know which direction should I head in. Actually, let me head in this direction first before I ask you about the penalty, because I know this penalty incident has got people, because people are saying Arsenal got robbed yesterday. But anyway, we'll let that go. Big up to Fuad in the chat. You know, Eid Mubarak, Fuad. Eid Mubarak. Anyway. Do you think it was just Champions League nerves, basically? Or do you think it was like, you know, a lack of quality, let's say?
I think it's both. I've questioned this team. You know, you've had it with Liverpool. At times, people want you, believe, Husam, believe. When the things that you question about your team haven't been answered, you can't believe. You can't believe. There is no belief. Yeah, I've been questioning for 20 years the mentality of this team, of this club, yeah? And obviously, I know this manager hasn't been here, but one thing that's been present is the mentality that when we have to win, we bottle it. Yesterday, we was completely in control until we gave it up. That is mentality. That is mentality, bro. Mentality. We came into this game with the better momentum, the better form in our league. We were playing better as a team. Their manager is going, but I kept saying, bro, Tuchel did it with a Chelsea team that Lampard said is not ready to win major honours. Without all his players, without all the money that this manager's had, without all the time this manager's had, he was able to deliver Champions League. He's got experience. They have players that have experience and players that are dangerous on the break. When they took off Sane, I was like, yo, we may actually get something out of this game because that guy was causing us hell. Gnabry, Harry Kane, these players are crucial players, bro. These players, you give them a half a chance, they will finish you off. And this is why I didn't underestimate them. And when people are saying, oh, but look at the fact that, look at their league form. Bro, when we faced Porto, it didn't translate their league form to the Champions League. They're third in the Portuguese league. They're not going to win anything this season. It didn't translate. They almost went through. We had to draw them to penalties. This is mentality, bro. It's mentality. And this manager looked lost. You're bringing on Zinchenko when we need to win the game. Why? All of a sudden, they started playing through balls through the left-hand side and attacking us through our left-hand side because they know he's a liability. If you want to show
people saying Zinchenko was better than Kiwior defensively, do you agree with that or no?
100%. 100%, bro.
You agree he was better than Kiwior defensively?
Defensively, Kiwior's a better player, but Kiwior isn't the answer. Tomiyasu should be the player playing on the left-hand side. If he's available, you play him on the left because Tomiyasu offers you what Ben White does on the left-hand side, and he's better defensively. So he won't leave you vulnerable. He picks and chooses when he makes his runs. He's not naive. Kiwior can't go forward. Defensively, he's not of the level. Yeah, and that's why he got spun. And Zinchenko, the only thing he can do is go forward because he's a midfielder. Defensively, one-on-ones, he always gets cooked. This is why we got cooked against Aston Villa and lost 1-0. Came down Zinchenko's side. We've been seeing this from last season. Why don't you play Tomiyasu? It makes no sense. He doesn't even have recovery pace, Kiwior. As soon as he got cooked, that was it. He couldn't even track back. It's embarrassing, Husam. It's mentality, bro. It's mentality because when we were 1-0 up, we were sourcing. As soon as they got back into the game, that's it. Whole team rattled. Whole team rattled, bro. We were rattled.
Why is this happening? Is it just lack of experience or what? Because your performances, you just said something that's very true. Your performances in the league are not translating to the Champions League. Why? Like, I genuinely want, because I don't get it even from the outside. From the outside, big up to Tristan Brothers as Arsenal got tough fixtures. Hope Champions League fatigues them, and we're talking about the Champions League right now because it could have a negative effect. I don't get it, Northside, because I watch Arsenal right against Brighton. They haven't lost a league game at home since August. You go there, put on a defensive performance, slap them 3-0. You've slapped teams 6-0, 5-0. You've been defensively solid. Why isn't your league form transforming to the Champions League? What's the difference as soon as you hear the Champions League music? Like, what's happening? Is it the inexperience? Like, what exactly is going on? Why that competition specifically, your performances aren't the same as the league?
I think it's a combination of things. I think the game against Porto showed that the manager doesn't have a plan B. He doesn't know how to break down low blocks and mid blocks consistently. So that's a managerial thing. You don't know how to put the team out and get over the line when we need you as a tactician, as a manager to make your money. I don't think he's got it as a manager. He's got one plan, and plan B was actually controlled football, which we sit back and just absorb them, just bombarding attacks going forward, and we sit back as a team and we defend as a team. So this manager's not versatile at all. Outside of what Pep has taught him, he doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know what to do. That's why he looked lost. Yeah. Even against a Porto team that we're player for player better than. Then you're going up against Bayern Munich. We don't have a bench. In this competition, you need a manager that's going to earn his money, that is a tactician to win this competition, and you need a bench. We don't have a bench. Now, Trossard came on and scored. He also scored against Porto. But apart from Trossard, we have no effective goal scorers, and Trossard isn't guaranteed to score you a goal. Our midfield, if you take out Odegaard, everybody else is levels below. Our wingers, if you take away Trossard, everybody else is levels below. Our strikers, we got an abundance of strikers, but nobody's a gunman. The only other one that you could say could be effective is Partey, that could sit. But to actually win, where it's a knockout competition, you need winners. You need players that are going to score you goals, going to get you over the line. You just spoke about Man City. Arsenal don't have that. And this is a team that is built off system, not individuals. If the system is working, we score goals. When Saka scored, we was on top. Saka didn't score. Why? Because the system got nullified. All of a sudden, they had two men on Odegaard, and we have no answer. We don't have answers when the starting 11 don't do what they need to do. That's the fact. And this is why I've been calling it from the start. If the starting 11 doesn't work at Arsenal, we have no plan B off the bench, and this manager has no plan B tactically. There you go. You're not going to win the Champions League like that. You're not. When Mourinho was the difference between Porto getting it over the line. Unai Emery was the reason why Villarreal was able to win the Europa League. Conte, when he went to Chelsea, was the reason why Chelsea, a Chelsea team no one expected them to, is the reason why they got over the line. These managers have been the difference. Every time we have to rely on Arteta, he's not the difference maker. Substitutions are like for like. We're always playing a 4-3-3. We never change it up. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Why don't we play a 4-4-2? Why don't we change? He doesn't have any more tactics, bro. Substitutions are like for like, and there's too much favoritism. That's another thing I hate about this manager. We're speaking about Liverpool and favoritism. Certain players, Slobber will start. Certain Nunes will start. No matter what, they're going to start. Saka didn't warrant playing 90 minutes. I keep the same energy. When I said that Salah scored the penalty, but overall his performance wasn't good enough, same thing with Saka. Scored a goal. Well done for the goal. You took it very well. Great goal. For the rest of the game, you was anonymous. But Martinelli gets hooked off, which he should have got hooked off. Why doesn't Saka? Oh, yeah, because you didn't go and get a right winger. Because you didn't bother to go out there and actually get a winger that can compete with Saka. Because every time Saka drops a stinker, you don't trust Reece Nelson. So why did you sign him? Why did you sign him? Why are you keeping Fabi Vieira and players like that? Why are you... ESR, yeah, and I'm not saying that ESR would have been the biggest difference maker, but Odegaard is missing opportunities. That Kai Havertz made so many runs that game.
And not taking opportunities either. Why is he not shooting? Shoot, Odegaard, shoot. Yeah, shoot.
ESR there that he could play in that position. ESR actually played well against Luton. He was our best player. We rotated the team and he warranted getting game time. He's got no game time since then. Favoritism. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Why is he not getting any games?
By the way, Ramar, this is 100% right. I understand. I promise you, yesterday I didn't watch along, and I swear to you, shout out to Ben if he's watching right now. There was a Bayern fan in my chat who was fully saying Arsenal are going to beat us today. Fully gave up, fully thinking Arsenal are gonna slap us today. It's a Bayern man. Big up to Ben. And then after that, the performance is just completely different to what we saw. Big up to Guapo says, big up Northside. Facts. Champions League is just different gravy. I wanted to hear Northside's explanation, his side of things, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I said Arsenal 3-1 Bayern for good reason, chat, by the way. Everything he's saying is justified because you have to go to the Allianz. If we had a City fan on the stream, I would tell them to their face, draw at the Bernabeu, good result. Had it been 2-2 at the Allianz, Northside, shake hand, good result, no problem. But because it's at the Emirates, and because Bayern are crap, and because even Bayern fans themselves expected them to get slapped, this is a normal reaction. This is completely a normal reaction because you have to go away. You have to go to Germany. Now, Liverpool did draw with Bayern Munich 0-0 and went to the Allianz and won 3-1. However, prime Alisson, prime Trent, Ballon d'Or Virgil van Dijk, prime Robertson, prime Fabinho, prime Salah, prime Firmino, prime Mane. Completely different team. I don't think you guys have that, you know? And Champions League is different gravy, Guapo. You're completely right. He says, Saka's better than Odegaard as our main threat in the Champions League. Odegaard is not the difference. Is this true?
Saka's better than Odegaard, bro.
In Champions League as the threat.
Did Saka produce for us to get past Porto? No, we didn't. Trossard kept us in that draw. Yes, Saka produced today, yeah, but at the end of the day, we need players to be turning up every game, bro. This is Champions League. And yes, he turned up with a goal, but ultimately it's not good enough. And when you score your goal and then go hiding for the rest of the match, you should be benched, bro. You should be put on the bench. Somebody else needs to come out. That's how it is. So certain players, because we like them, they're not held to account. Other players, they deserve to be benched because they're not playing well. Isn't that hypocritical within itself?
Yeah, that is. It is. Yeah, it is hypocritical. I can't lie to you.
Bro,
Arsenal fans have favorites too, by the way.
Protected guy at Arsenal, bro. Saka is the most protected guy. Did I not say that he took his goal well? But outside of that, what did he do? So if you're not performing, you need to be subbed off. Martinelli got subbed off because he wasn't performing. So what are we talking about here? And clearly, keeping Saka on wasn't the right decision because did he score another goal for us to go with the win? No, he didn't. His performance was dead and he didn't contribute anything else after the goal. So he needed to be benched, bro. But this is the thing. When certain players they love, it doesn't matter if they drop stinker after stinker after stinker. Those players are always justified to stay on the pitch or start certain games. I just don't get it, bro. At the end of the day, okay. I'm sorry. When you're overhyping this, I'm not even trying to make it a Saka thing. It's just when players are not performing well, I said Odegaard needed to be put on the bench. He wasn't good enough. He wasn't the worst. I still think Odegaard and Ben White were best players overall, but it still wasn't good enough, bro. But this is it. When it's a favorite, you can't say anything. You can't criticize. You can't. Nah, bro. Nah.
Okay.
Players I rate and players I don't rate, I'm going to criticize. If you don't play well, I'm going to say you didn't play well. If people don't like it, I don't care.
It's funny because actually the same favoritism that is displayed by managers is also displayed by fans, you know. Big up to Guapo, big up to Tristan, Nilotpal, and Vin for the super chats. Big up to you guys. We have 522 people in here. Let's get to 250 likes at least. ASAP, big up to the Mons, keep putting the like button stuff. Everyone, please hit the like button right now. Everyone, please subscribe to This Is Football right now if you're ready to do so. Northside's channel is also in the title. His channel is in the title right now. So there's $1 million question I have to ask you right now. And this was the direction I was thinking, shall I head in at the start? But I left it till the end. Were Arsenal robbed yesterday? Should that have been a penalty at the end? What do you think of that whole penalty situation?
The penalty situation, when I first watched it in real time, I'm going to be honest. When I first watched it, I thought pen. Then they played it back. When they played it back, I said, nah, that's not a pen. That's not a pen. When they played it back, you can see that Saka's running at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is within his right to make himself big. He's within his right. Yeah, it's not down to the goalkeeper to just allow him to run through. Now, the goalkeeper doesn't try to win the ball. Neuer doesn't try to win the ball with his right leg. He's making himself big. He's changing his position because Saka's changing direction. Saka changes direction and leaves that leg just there, planted and just there to wait for contact. That's not down to the goalkeeper. If Neuer moved his leg to try and win the ball with his foot and misses, 100% penalty. He doesn't. He stays on the ground. Saka changes direction. Saka could have went round him, but Saka keeps his leg there and looks for the penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. The goalkeeper's within his right. If the goalkeeper didn't try to win the ball with his leg, bro, so he's not obstructing the player. The player is running into him. Saka could have got round him, and Saka did the coward thing and turned his left leg to the left and moved it out of the goalkeeper's way, but kept the right leg planted there for contact. Come on, bro. It's not a pen, bro. It's not a pen.
But is it fair to say, like, we've seen them given type stuff? Like the Jesus on Lamptey, the Elliott penalty at Old Trafford. Like, we've seen them given before, though, to be fair. We have seen them given.
We see a lot of decisions given by Husam.
Thing is,
And
you know, I
disagree with it.
If you want me to be honest, I'm generally not even sitting on the fence. I swear to you, I don't even know if it's a penalty or not. I don't even know. Like, I fully don't know pen or no pen. Like, I'm trying to. I watched it like 50 times, and I cannot make my mind up. I cannot make my mind up because I look at I go like, okay, was it a penalty? Did the guy like clip him? Because you know what the typical statement is, Northside. I've seen them given. That's the thing, and it's a fair statement because they have been given. So I don't know if if it's like, I don't know, to be honest with you. It's 50-50. It really is 50-50. Like, I just don't know if it's a penalty or not. I watched it literally a million times, and I genuinely can't make my mind up. And I'm a very opinionated guy. Everyone here knows this. Northside, the whole chat knows this. I'm very opinionated, but that's one where I couldn't just make up my mind because I really don't know if it's a penalty or not. But I don't know why Saka didn't just take the opportunity there to shoot, get past the goalkeeper, shoot, whatever it is. I don't know why he was looking for the penalty. The Premier League referees are not good standard, Elder. That's kind of not the point. The point is, even in the UCL, those types of penalties, sometimes they are given. Chat, let me know if it's a penalty or not. Let me know if it's a penalty or not in the chat right now. Yes, is a penalty. No, it's not a penalty. No life stories. Don't have to be paragraph. So you don't think Arsenal were robbed yesterday? Just so we can get that.
No, you're saying that you've seen them given, yeah? How many times do we see fans moaning about decisions that are given and say that it's the wrong decision? So with people saying, some Arsenal fans saying that, oh, but I've seen them given. Well, there's loads of decisions that are given that you don't think is the right decision. So that's besides the point. If we're just gonna, it's not like Arsenal fans don't say, oh, I see them given, but that wasn't a penalty against us, or that wasn't a foul, or that wasn't a yellow, or that wasn't a red. Whether they give it or not doesn't justify to all football fans saying, well, it was given, so that means that's the right decision. We still say that certain decisions that are given aren't the right decision. And if I've called it in previous games where I think that it's not a penalty, I'm going to stay consistent. It's a decision that wasn't given, and I think it shouldn't have been given. Where I've seen it being given, I don't agree with it. Second thing, when people are trying to say about we're robbed, yeah, what about the back pass from Raya to Gabriel and he picks it up with his hands? Should Bayern Munich fans not say that they should be robbed? He picks it up with his hands, bro. That's a pen. Gabriel's picking it. The goalkeeper just gave you a pass. Yeah, instead of kicking it out, he's giving you a pass and you're picking it up with your hand, put the ball down, and then you kick it. That's a pen, bro. So really and truly, if we're going to talk about goalkeeping referee decisions, it would have been a draw. If the penalty was given for Arsenal on Saka, well, they should have had a penalty from Gabriel. So hypothetically, it should be 3-3 anyway. It's still a draw.
I'm so disappointed in Arsenal. I'm actually so disappointed in Arsenal. I really fully thought they were going to slap Bayern, and it's just weird. It's just weird because it makes no sense, and it's just not the Arsenal we expect. I know you have to go now in a second, so I'll just ask it. I'll give you one more segment, one more question, before I let you go. So just with the whole Arsenal right now, obviously we're looking at like the kind of the business end of the season. Right now, obviously you're going in the Champions League, you're going in the Premier League. By the way, obviously you don't believe that the tie is over, right? There's still a chance at the Allianz.
There's still a chance, yeah. We just made it harder for ourselves.
Before I ask you the last question, just give me a percentage chance going through, not versus not going through.
I think it's. I have to put a percentage on it. I'd say it's 60-40 to Bayern.
That's actually. I the only difference is I said 55 Bayern because I don't rate Bayern.
I don't rate them. I can't put it higher than that. But they've got a little bit. It's at home. They now know what they need to do to get it over the line. I'm sure they're going to learn from this game, and we need to score. We need to score the goal. We have to score a goal. I think if we concede, if we're the first to concede, I think we lose. I think if we're the first team to score a goal, I think we can beat them. They're still a beatable team, and that's why I'm annoyed. Yeah, and people say, "Oh, you're being negative." No, it's not. We came into this game, as the favourites based on form. Yeah, based on how things are going for Arsenal and how things are going for Bayern, where they're going to lose their manager, where they've had individuals in the defense that's been sloppy. Their midfield has been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, based on the fact that we were the favourites going into this tie, I'm not happy with that.
I actually agree with you. I really think 55 is the maximum I'm going. Because it's at the Allianz, and if you couldn't do it at the Emirates, I don't know how you can do it at the Allianz, because this is what I'm gonna say. But anyway, obviously there's $1 million question. Arsenal this season. By the way, guys, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. This is the final question before I let Northside go. By the way, guys, it was actually me who was a little bit late because this OBS thing got stuck. I messaged Northside. I'm like, this OBS thing is getting stuck. I promise you, this is the last season with this laptop. This is the last season with this laptop. As soon as the Euros come, I'm buying a new laptop and I'm making a whole studio so we can move on from this BS every time. Sorry, guest, OBS is lagging. Sorry, guest, StreamYard is lagging. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. It's just, I've had enough of this crap Acer. I'm going to take it to the ocean and just burn it and then cook a barbecue on it. But anyway, final question. That was an aggressive rant on a laptop. But anyway, big up to as well, of course, Guapo, Tristan, Nilotpan, and Ben for the super chats as well. Big up to you guys. Arsenal this season. Obviously, you're in for 2 competitions right now, the Champions League and the Premier League. Do you believe you go trophyless? Which competition you think you're going to win? Which competition you think you have a bigger chance of winning? And if you do not win anything, do you think it's time to let the manager go? Or do you think you're in a prime position to win stuff next season?
I've always said that our best chance of winning a major honour this season is the Premier League. I think the team is built more to progress and win that competition. I don't think that we're built to win the Champions League. The lack of a clinical striker, the fact that we have no other number 10, and I just don't see this manager as a manager that's able to win that competition. It's a very difficult competition to overcome. And you can't just have one plan. And I think this manager only has one plan and one style of football. If Arsenal don't win a major honour, bro, I want him gone. I want him gone now. I think thank you for building a team that is able to compete, at the top end. But in 2 seasons, you haven't delivered. And I think it's time to go now and get somebody that is already an established winner that can get us over the line. I think I wouldn't continue with Arteta past this season if he doesn't win me a major honour. If he wins me a major honour, I'll apologise on everything I said about Arteta, and I'll be Arteta in, and I will support him. But I think it's now time to deliver. I think it's now time with the money, the fact that he's overhauled the whole team. It's now 2 times you've failed to win us a major honour. You're just not that guy. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't win anything this season, to me, he proves he's our Brendan Rodgers. He got close, but he's not good enough to get over the line. You know what I mean? He's our Ole, where he got second one season with Man United and fell off. I don't see us progressing any further with him if he doesn't get it over the line. I just don't see this guy to be the guy. But I hope he proves me wrong. I hope all those players prove me wrong. And I hope the mentality has changed. But it is what it is.
You know what's mad? Before this Bayern game, I actually said Arsenal have a bigger chance of winning the UCL than they do the Prem. I fully said that. I fully said, Arsenal have a big chance of winning the Champions. You know why? Because I really think City are going to beat Madrid. And I think you're actually the antidote to City. Just disgusting football at the Etihad and a deflected goal at the Emirates, and you're through. Like it's just so Arsenal to beat Manchester City in the Champions League. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. I was like, UCL is actually their best chance at a trophy this season. From a football perspective, you're right, but on paper, I think my argument also makes sense. But after yesterday, now you draw to Bayern, bro. Wallahi, this is gonna be a long day. Long day. I don't know what you're gonna do at the Allianz now, because you need killers. You need killers. But the thing is with this Arteta situation is just like, obviously, I need a manager. Okay, do you accept that they won't sack him anyway? Let's be real, they won't sack him.
I don't think they'll sack him now.
If you get UCL football, they're gonna keep him. So, and obviously you are gonna get UCL football. So he's not gonna get sacked.
Mm.
So thing is right now, and this is an objective question. That's a fair question. This is the last question before we let you guys go.
Mhm.
With this Arteta situation, as you can see, Liverpool need a manager, Man United need a manager, and who else? I think Chelsea might get a new manager at the summer. Who is out there for Arsenal to get? Who? And I want an attainable someone. Don't tell me Simeone. Don't tell me like Ancelotti. I want someone attainable for Arsenal. Who can you get that actually takes you over the edge?
You're saying that it's not attainable. Those managers are attainable, though. Did we
I
expect
don't think
that?
Simeone is attainable even for my own club.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He might be looking for a challenge. Obviously, it's based on what the manager wants. Certain managers want to stay with one club. Other managers want a new challenge. He may want a new challenge. We don't know. Yeah. So that one's a bit, but you still go out there and try. I think Mancini's a great manager. I think he's a good manager. He's been there. He's done that. Winning major honours in England. So he knows what it's like to manage in England. I would love to get Inzaghi. I'd love manager. That's the one.
Look at this smile. Look at this smile. I would love to get Inzaghi and then mentions Mo directly.
I'd love it, bro. I'd love it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to Keegan. I love it if we beat them. Huh?
You rate him?
Yeah, I think he's a good manager. I think he's a good manager.
Obviously, I know you're a Benfica fan, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
You see? Bro, come on. I watched Northside LDN. Hold that.
Yeah.
So do you actually rate Amorim? Would that be a person you'd take as an example? Like, how far are we going with this?
Amorim wouldn't be in my top 3. I would rather someone like a Mancini or Inzaghi or managers like that. I think Amorim would be in my top 5. I think he's done very, very well out there in Portugal, winning leagues with Sporting, winning cups with Braga. Our team, most of the time in Portugal, they don't really win much. It's always the top 3. I think he's taken his time to build up his portfolio as a manager. It's still a risk. I don't know if I'd go all out for Amorim. Like I said, I'd want a proven winner. But yeah, those are the kind of managers I'd go for. If Ancelotti is fired by Real Madrid, which you never know, if they don't win a major honor this season, he may be fired. He's been fired before. If he doesn't win the league and he doesn't win the Champions League, he's fired. If he's fired, I've seen him go to Everton. Why can he not go to my club? I've seen Tottenham be able to get Conte. I'd even get Conte. This is the thing, yeah. When people say, "Oh, look at the state that they leave the club, bro," I'd rather a manager, yeah, that's going to win me a major honor, and then we know that the next season he's not good enough, sack him. We have not won a major honor for so long, beggars can't be choosers. I have not won. People want to sell me on another process. That process may take another 25 years. 25. It may take our trophy drought to 25 years. I don't have no more time for projects and processes. I need a ready-made manager, which is why I'm not really going for Amorim. I want somebody that's going to come in and take us to that next level and is a certified winner. Yeah, because it's been too long now. They would be coming into an Arsenal team that's got the basis of a great team. They've got a great starting 11. You need to now create a bench, add some players that have that star power. Those players that will rise up in certain occasions, and we can get over the line with the right managerial, appointment. I don't want to go with another process. I don't want to go with another project, Husam. This team is ready for a manager that's able to win now. To be back.
The only challenge I had for you is just there's not that many win now managers, but I hear what you're saying. Big up to Chombe, says, miss my brother Husam. Big up to you, Chombe. I miss you as well. It's been a while since I've seen you. Come, let's hang out in the watch-alongs like we used to tonight. By the way, yesterday, my chat done the greatest thing ever on our side. I'm going to let you smile before you go. My chat has super chatted Mo and forced him to watch Atletico Madrid today. Yesterday we done a dual watch along, right? Listen to this. This is the worst thing ever for footage Admo. I was doing the Madrid City game. He was doing Arsenal Bayern. Yesterday, they started the hashtag in the chat. Hashtag make Mo watch Atletico again. So tonight, I'm going to be doing a dual watch along. I'm going to be doing PSG Barca, and he's going to be watching Atletico Dortmund. The one game in the UCL no one wants to watch. He is going to be watching and commentating on it as well. So hold that footage at more. Unbelievable. Big up to you,
big up the chat, man.
Hang out.
Big up the chat.
Yeah, big up to footage as well. Come hang out in the watch along, champ. See you guys then. Anyway, guys, look, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna post the link to Northside's video. He's about to go live now. This is the link right now. I want you guys all to hit the link and go watch it. He's about to go live. You're gonna go live directly after this stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna go live right now, reacting to Dawood. Would you take Dawood on in a MMA fight?
Dawood?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll knock him out.
I can't lie. There is a couple of Liverpool content creators I'd love to face them in the ring. Tom Little, I want to beat the shit out of you. I can't lie to you. Me and you. One-on-one, bro. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Honestly, if Tom Little ever says yes to like a UFC type fight, I would do that so quick. I would fly to England to just punch the shit out of him. That's all I'll say, man. Like Tom Little. Eid Mubarak, says the Chamba. Yes, Eid Mubarak to all of you guys as well. Listen, we're here even on Eid. Get me? This is real commitment, and we'll be here later at night tonight as well to do the game. So, anyway, slap the like button, you guys. Subscribe. We're gonna be. So we've sent you guys to 2 videos. Use your two devices. Obviously, this is once again the link to the Northside video. I just posted it again in the chat. Make sure you guys are hitting it here. Literally, I just click the link and then boom. See, I'm there. Very easy. Yeah, it's 2024, chat. Why I have to keep teaching you this shit? Yeah, it's just a button. It's the blue thing in the chat. Hit it. Boom. I go to. Okay, once I was about to time out someone. Okay, you click the blue thing and then you just go to Northside's video. You see Dawood's face. Look at Dawood's face. Look at Dawood's face. Why have a do
If he ever wants to do it, tell him we can set it up. There's no problem. No problem.
Yeah,
we'll do a live stream of it. We'll do a live stream.
Hey, I'd be down as long as I get to fight Tom Little. I'd fight Tom Little and Ray in the same day. Ryan, I want to punch the shit out of you too. So please make sure you pull up, Mr. 1610. I'll knock you out in 16 seconds. Anyway, like the video, guys. Subscribe. We're coming back later tonight. I'm going to be redirecting to footage as well, and the link is in the chat as well for the Northside video. Love you all. Big up to Northside. His channel is in the title too. Make sure you guys go subscribe, and we'll be back inshallah for the game later tonight. Peace.